I'm Laurel, and I had an accident on a plane. I guess it was in June of 2016, and what brought me here, I had a concussion, landed on my shoulder, was having a lot of problems with the shoulder and of course migraines, but more shoulder. I was trying to avoid surgery at all costs, and it had already been 6 months, and so somebody at my church, a good friend of mine, mentioned I should come see Ryan. I was doing my PT through workers' comp, so I was being faithful with that 3 times a week. On my own, I went out and sought some acupuncture and doing my own reading and things like that. But I like to do things healthy. I don't like to be on drugs. They kept wanting to give me drugs, and I was trying anything that could keep me from having to do drugs and get me back to work without surgery. And so I checked it out and ended up, after talking to my husband about it, ended up with Ryan. I've also been to other chiropractors as well. So I think I saw that chiropractor once. I was also doing some therapeutic massage. And so then I bit the bullet after reading on the website and watching the video, and I thought, I've got to try this out. My friend keeps telling me to do this, so I decided to do it. So came to the office, did my first appointment, and just thought it was really wonderful. So my experience with the treatment was, I really enjoyed how Ryan explained everything he was doing to me, because it was unlike anything that I'd had as a chiropractic experience before. And so I'm glad he explained it to me, but I also felt that he gave me the time and even uncovered some things that I hadn't told him that had been going on with my body. And so I just really felt like he was really trying to search to see what the whole picture was, not just my neck and back and shoulder. The first appointment was a little different. There were some things I hadn't expected and just didn't know what they were. Nothing bad, it was just a different experience. But I walked away feeling really confident that I was gonna feel better. And I also like the fact that Ryan didn't say, okay, come back in 2 days and make 3 appointments next week. It was more of a, let's see how your body reacts to what I've just done, and then I'd like you to schedule an appointment between a week and 2 weeks, and then we'll see how your body reacted and what we need to keep working on. As I said, my goal was to not have surgery, and I think Ryan was on board with me as far as that goes, but I got to a point with PT and some other things. I have to do some lifting in my job, so I ended up having to have surgery, and it was kind of in the middle of my appointments with Ryan. So a number of weeks after my surgery, I came back and we started back again, and I really feel like my healing, I'm still a work in progress and there's still a lot going on, but I felt like a lot of it had to do with the help I was getting here at Genesis Chiropractic. I also had the laser heat sometimes before my appointment, and that was interesting. I didn't think it really was going to do anything for me, but I think it really did help to relax me and made my body more ready for some of the treatment that I was getting from Ryan. And so I did have that while I was here too. I was going to PT 3 times a week. I feel like the PT was good. It was helping me to get strengthened, but I was also feeling like I was in pain more than I wanted to be. And I think that some of the things that Ryan did really helped the pain management during the time that I was doing these exercises and trying to get my strength up. And that really helped me. I think it helped me to get farther in my PT so that I could because the ultimate goal was get to a certain number, have the PT say, okay, she's done what she's supposed to, she can go back. But my goal, and especially with Ryan, was let's get me back, but let's not land me back on the floor again of an airplane galley. Let's get me back with the whole picture, the whole shoulder, neck, back, everything healed in a way that I could feel like I was going to be able to go and feel strong about going back to work. I do feel like that was successful. I didn't have to come back to Ryan for a couple weeks after I went back to work, but I found that in the job, as I've gone back to work, certain days are harder. Pulling the suitcase through the airport can be taxing on my arm. Try not to use that arm, but so I do find myself back here saying, okay, I think I did something. You helped me out, and then I always feel better after that as well. So I'm grateful for that. But the neck was a big issue for me. The neck down into the back behind the shoulder, and no matter what I did even with the PT, it didn't seem to be helping. But I feel like what we did here and the things that Ryan did to help me with that, I have had so little issues with that since going back to work, and I'm so grateful. I really am grateful for that. This is an experience that was a lot different than what I expected. I'm grateful for that. I think I have a feeling of every other chiropractor I've gone to has been kind of lay on your back, pop your back, and move your leg up, and this was completely different, and I'm grateful for that. I think that's something that really has worked for me and helped me. I also enjoy the fact that when Ryan worked with me with PT, I was able to show him exercises and work it together, and even some of my posture things, Ryan was able to say, okay, so make sure that you do this, and I find myself doing that. I'm sitting in the car and I'm slouching. Oh, wait a minute, I've got to push my shoulder blade into the, so I realize from different stretching and from different techniques that he's given me that these are tools that I can use for the rest of my life to continue. You have surgery and you think that you're going to be great, and it's been a year now and I'm doing my job again and everything's doing quite well, but sometimes there is still a little bit of pain. It's not excessive, it's not bad, nothing to complain about, but sometimes it does bother me, and I'm grateful that I can come here if there's something that's out of the ordinary, and I know that Ryan will help me get to the bottom of it and figure out if it was because of posture, what it might have been, and then help me continue with my process, which seems to be ongoing. However, I'm doing so much better. Everyone at Genesis is very friendly, and I was greeted friendly. The office is clean and warm and welcoming. I even have met a few people that I knew here that I didn't know was coming to see Ryan, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, the women at the front are friendly. So far, it's just women that I've seen there, but they've been very friendly, and I've enjoyed every interaction that I've had with Genesis Chiropractic. I would definitely recommend Genesis Performance Chiropractic to others. In fact, I have. I've recommended Ryan to a lot of people, and even Abby, even though I haven't worked with her yet. But I have, and for my husband's birthday last year, I gave him a gift certificate to come and work with Ryan, and he's been really excited with his results as well. So yes, I have been very happy with my experience to the point where I'm recommending Genesis Chiropractic to others as well. Shoulder injuries as well, shoulder and neck. I have met people with some of those issues, and I do say to them, if you want somebody to help you get better, and if you're willing to do some work on your own, get yourself over to Genesis.